Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report. Round 2 with Sherrod Blakely. Bleacher Report, Full Court Bulletin, fullcourtpress.bulletin.com. Of course, CLNS Media. Celtics 110 points scored for the second straight game here. It's preseason. I don't know how hard the Hornets tried on Sunday, and Raptors probably gave a better defensive effort here, but this starting lineup, Derek White in for Robert Williams to start the second straight game here. They're going smaller, they're going more versatile, they're going quicker, and Joe Mazzulla is putting his imprint on this team through this Rob injury. It's a unique look for a team that played really big, at times slogged offensively last year. They look great on that end right away.
Yeah, I mean, it looks and feels like they've done a 180 where, they had the double bigs and we're all like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if it's going to work. And it did. And now Joe comes in and his hand is forced essentially to play smaller lineups. And you're seeing a lot of Tatum around the basket, which I think is really good. His ability to rebound and just go. I think the Celtics are making the most of what they have to work with. And if you're looking at the roster from top to bottom, going small makes sense because those are your best players. It becomes a matter of, can you rebound and defend when teams try to go big? Can you not be damaged on that end of the floor? Can you make teams pay when they go big with your more athletic, smaller, more versatile lineup? Those are some of the things that the answers have been affirmative so far, but you start looking at the teams that they're going to be playing, who will be better teams, who match up a little bit better, even when the Celtics go small. It remains to be seen how those matchups work, but so far, you have to like what you've seen from this group.
Yeah, and teams that can shoot better specifically. I want to see a team that can actually race the three-point battle with the Celtics here. Hornets had few on Sunday. Raptors, I think, were getting outshot by Sam Hauser alone from three for a portion of this game, and they can't keep up, these teams, and they're getting offensive rebounds at times. That's something the Celtics want to clean up. Maybe they're blocking shots around the rim. They have these little advantages from being bigger, but the Celtics sprint ahead on their shooting, Hauser specifically, and they have a bunch of good floor spacing on this team. Jaylen Brown actually talked about that in the locker room after the game. What do you think's allowed the offense to kind of hit the ground running the way it has, all these assists, all this ball movement you guys have?
Spacing. Just keeping the floor space and hitting shots tonight. Thought we missed a lot of good looks. But the floor was space. We took good shots. It was clean basketball. We do that, rebound, take care of the ball. It's going to be the same emphasis every single night. And we do that and we'll be all right.
So what is that offense-defense trade-off for this team, you think? Defense was their identity a year ago. They need to get better offensively. Is this shift to smaller basketball going to cost them defensively at all, you think?
I think it's going to cost them on the boards more. I think defensively, they're still going to do a pretty good job of staying between the basket and opponents. But when you're smaller, it doesn't matter because they can just shoot over the top of you. I think you're going to see more teams looking to do that. They have to be, frankly, their defensive positioning has to be so much better when they're smaller because you don't have the benefit of size. You have to equalize things. You have to chop them down in order to level the defensive playing field when you're playing teams with a smaller lineup. And they've got the talent to do that. Malcolm Brogdon is a strong guy. Marcus Smart, obviously, strong guy. Derek White's, underrated versatility, I think, is going to be a big plus. And I just like the idea of Tatum being more around the rim when it comes to rebounding.
I like that too. Al Horford at the top, feeding him inside. Tatum able to make some passes out of the post. There's a lot of really good stuff going on out there.
There are. But ultimately, though, they have to be solid defensively. And I think so far, for the most part, I think they have. But obviously, as we talked about before, as the competition gets better, your play at that end of the floor must also rise to meet that challenge.
They'll see the same competition to close out the preseason. Hornets on Friday, Raptors again a week from Friday, and then it's on to the regular season in 2 weeks against the Sixers, Heat, Magic. Some good tests there to start the year. So we'll keep a track on this team's stylistic improvement through training camp. Of course, Sherrod Blakely by my side. We're brought to you by com.com/garden gets you 40% off a premium subscription. And Athletic Greens, athleticgreens.com/garden gets you 5 free trial packs. They're great powder, vitamins, adaptogens, minerals, and more. Probiotics as well. Some immune-boosting vitamin D. A year's supply when you try that out as well. That's athleticgreens.com. Celtics All Access and CLNS Media. I'm Bobby Manning. Celtics losers to the Toronto Raptors in their second preseason game.